So this is a replica of the plaque that Rory actually placed on the bridge of Titanic, 2.5 miles down on the seabed. It reads, commemorating all those lost on RMS Titanic from the people of Cobh. We mentioned Queenstown in brackets and Ireland, and decided to put an Irish prayer for the dead. Good friend PJ O'Brien found this sentiment that dated back 100 years. dTuga, Dia Suaimhneas Sioraí Dá, nAnamacha, which would mean, roughly in English, may God gather your soul and give it eternal rest in your heaven. It doesn't distinguish between Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, or Muslim. It's a beautiful Irish sentiment. Rory was the one who took this from me and brought it down to the seabed. So tell us how that went, Rory, please.
Yeah, it's funny, a bit of a reenactment here from originally when Michael gave it to me, handed it over like this, the original one. So yes, this came with me, the original came with me all the way across the Atlantic. As I said, I didn't have any guarantee of getting an actual dive to the Titanic. But a couple of days before this was going down, the expedition leader, Mike Harris, took me aside and said, you're diving on the 15th, 2 days' time. And I said, well, I didn't think this would ever happen. He said, do you think I was going to send an American down with the plaque from Ireland without the Irishman going down with it? So this literally did become my ticket to have my very first dive in a submersible to the Titanic on the Russian submersibles, the same one that Jim Cameron used in the Titanic movie. And so the descent took 2.5 hours to get to the bottom with my friend Ralph White, who we'll talk about later. Ralph was making his 30th dive to Titanic. Ralph was there when the Titanic was found in 1985 originally. And when we got to the bottom, after a few other things we did, we went to the bridge area and the robotic arm lifted this out of the basket because you can't get outside the sub at that depth. It's physically impossible. And the robotic arm left the plaque right beside the telemotor. We said a few prayers and then we continued our journey around the ship.